Okay, as promised, we're back. We're gonna do the king's bread. I've got 3.5 cups of white whole wheat flour. Um, that way, it's a little better for my husband because he's diabetic. And we're going to put in a quarter of a cup of Splenda, a teaspoon of salt, and 1 packet of rapid rise yeast. We're going to put that in. And we're going to give it a little stir. Make sure it. Put your blade down with the. And let's just put this on stir and get this all mixed up. We got some butter getting a little soft here, so that when we're ready for it, we can put it in the dough. I'm going to get a spatula. Be right back. Okay. Let's see. Make sure this is all mixed up good. You don't want anything to not be mixed up good because then it's not going to do like it's supposed to. Okay, we already heated our milk. It has to be between 110 and 120 degrees. So we will stick our thermometer in there and see exactly what the temperature is. We are at exactly 120 degrees. So we will pour this slowly into the flour mix. And we're going to let that mix up good. Turn that up just a little bit so it starts mixing well. Once it does all that flour gets mixed up in there good, then we're going to add an egg one at a time. We're pretty well there. So we're going to add 1 egg and let it mix up in there. I'll pour this one in here and be a little easier for me. Now we're going to put this egg in, let it mix up. And then we need 6 tablespoons of butter. We're going to put it in 1 tablespoon at a time. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't need this little guy. We'll put him in the butter dish. He'll be better for the bread tonight. I'm going to make some jalapeno cheese cornbread tonight too. Oh, that is so yummy if you've never tried it. It is absolutely delicious. And it really pairs well with gumbo, jambalaya, chili, anything that's a little bit spicy. It pairs very well with it. And here we have our 6 pats of butter. I'm going to turn this up so it kneads a little bit. And now we'll start dropping the butter in 1 tablespoon at a time until it's completely incorporated, and then we'll add another. Once this is done, then we're going to take it out of this bowl and knead it a little bit for, about 2 or 3 minutes. Just knead it some more. And then what we'll do is put it in a very well oiled bowl, turn it over, and cover it with cover it with plastic. That butter's about ready. And then we will put it in the refrigerator for an hour and let it chill for an hour. And then after it's chilled, we're going to take it out and we're going to roll it into a 10 by 20 rectangle. And we're going to put a filling on it, which is brown sugar, cinnamon, and butter. And we'll spread that all around in there, and then we're going to cover it over, and then we'll cut it in 3 strips. And we're going to braid those strips, and then we'll put our we'll cover it with make some slits in it, cover it with plastic, let it rise for another hour, and then it'll get baked in the oven at 350. Once it's done baking, then we're gonna let it cool a bit, and we'll put some powdered sugar and water icing like a glaze, and then we're gonna sprinkle purple and yellow and green sugars on it. And you don't have to spend money buying those sugars. Let me tell you, it's expensive. All you gotta do is take some granulated sugar or some Splenda, whatever it is you're gonna use. Put a few drops of gel food coloring in it and just toss it around, and you have your colored sugars. The same thing you're gonna spend a bunch of money for at the store. So it's really easy to do, and not only that, if you want a color that you can't find in the store, you can make your own colors. But it does work very well, and it does color the sugar. It doesn't make the sugar melt. It doesn't make the sugar stick together or anything. It looks just like normal sugar, only it's colored when you're all done. The butter is incorporating nicely into this. Got 3 more to go. We're doing a real Mardi Gras Tuesday here today. Get gumbo with shrimp and chicken and sausage. Gumbo made from scratch. I had to do 3 videos because my phone kept cutting off today while I was making videos. So there'll be 3 videos on how you make the gumbo. And hopefully this one will be maybe 2, because I'm not going to be able to let my phone sit on hold that long while it's chilling, and I can take it back out and show you how to do that once we get that done. But I do want to make sure that you know that you put this in there and then you take it out, put it on a lightly floured surface and knead it a little bit more, and then put it into a bowl of, where's my other bowl? Into a bowl, must be in the dishwasher. Yep. That's been oiled, and you we'll cover it with plastic and put it in the refrigerator for an hour. Also, if you think your dough is too dry, put some water in a spray bottle and then just give it a couple of spritz. Well, my dough is not dry at all. It's actually looking really good. But if it's too dry, because sometimes it is, it just depends. Just take a spray bottle and put some water in it. Put a couple spritz in there and let it mix really well before you add more, because you don't want to add too much and then you got to put in more flour and you just threw off the entire recipe. So just remember, spritz a little bit of water in there, let it mix up good before you put any more in it. So I'm going to put you on hold for a few minutes while I finish this, and then I'll show you how we knead it by hand. Okay, we finished it in the bowl, and now we're going to knead it here a little bit till it gets nice and soft and springy like it's supposed to be. Doesn't take much. But it's nice and stretchy. Now that's what we want. We want to be able to stretch that dough. We don't want it to stick to the board. Of course not. You know, the old-fashioned way, and I just don't even think about doing it. We used to put cloth dish towels on our boards with, and stretch something around them like rubber bands or something to hold it in place. And you put a little bit of flour on it, and it kept it from sticking to your board or whatever. But I bet those were, I forgot about doing that years back. I thought about it the other day, though, because I remembered the sleeve we used to put on the rolling pin. It was kind of like, almost like a cheesecloth, I think. Okay, our dough is no longer sticky. It is the way it should be. We're going to form it into a nice ball here. Make a nice ball. Stretch it all around. We have a nice smooth ball. And if you touch it, you see it's gonna stay, so you know it's ready. Now we're gonna put it in this bowl that we've already put the oil in, put it in there, and then flip it back over. And now we're going to put the plastic wrap on it. Cover it tightly with the plastic wrap. And it's going to go in the fridge. There it is. It's going to sit in there for an hour. And when I take it out, I'll come back and show you how to roll it out and put the filling in it. Well, I forgot. I was going to show you how you do the sugar. I already did the green. As you can see, it's nice and green. Now I'm working on the purple. You just put, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drops, depending on what color you want, or how deep you want your color in your sugar. And you just keep mixing and mixing and mixing until it's all mixed up and you don't see any more white in there. And then you've got your colored sugars that you want for baking. It's really easy to do. And you have as much as you want or as little as you want. And then you just put them in an airtight container and keep it for when you're ready to use it again. And I think that purple looks pretty good, don't you? Alright, now we're going to try to do the yellow. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See how it works with 10. You see it comes in a little ball there, and then you just start mixing. The more you mix, the more color you get. And if you need a little bit more, if it's not dark enough, just add another couple of drops of food coloring to your white sugar or your Splenda, which today I'm doing Splenda. And it will just mix it right up. You see, now we got our yellow. And we are ready to decorate our king cake when it's baked. How much time we got left on it? 30 minutes still in the refrigerator. And then we shall roll it out, get it ready to bake, and it'll just be awesome. So we have our green, our yellow, and our purple sugars. They're all done, and we didn't have to spend $4 or $5 a piece for them at the store to get a little tiny jar. Actually, I think they were $2.99 for the small ones. Then all they had was green and purple. They had no yellow. And I got to thinking, you know what? I might as well just go home and make it myself. I'm not going to buy neither one of them. I'll go home and make it myself. Then I got a lot for another day if I need it, if I want to make another cake or something. I've already got it. So that's how simple and easy that is. And here's my little babies and the cake. Of course, it's going to be adults eating this cake, so I'm not worried about the choking because most of us already know that the little babies are inside the cake. And contrary to popular belief, you don't bake the baby in the cake. When the cake is all done and it's cooled, you make a little slit in the bottom of it and you push the baby up inside it. And you can put one in, you can put 2 or 3 in it, you know, whatever you want to do. Just for whatever, because it's said that the person that gets the baby, in Louisiana, it's the person that gets the baby in their slice of cake, or their slice of king's bread, whatever you choose to call it, they have to host the next party. But in Texas, we have this belief, at least it's what I'm told, that if you get the baby and you're saying you have good luck and you have a prosperous year. So I'm going to go with that one, especially if you find it in the green. I see money, you know, so it could be either one. But anyway, I guess we're going to go for a little while again and wait until we get the bread out of the refrigerator. So I will be back in a little while.